How's it going, guys? Shane here from the G&G Elite DVS team, and unfortunately, I still don't have a computer. I've been trying to get it fixed, but I found out it's more than likely the video card went bad. It's going to take a little bit of time to fix, longer than I'd hoped for, but it is what it is. So I can't really do deck profiles or go over any kind of like promos or things like that because I can't give visuals, and I don't see the point of doing that without visuals. And I could do deck profiles if I had help, since I record this on my phone when I don't have a computer, but unfortunately I don't have help today because I'm at home. Anyway, since I can't do any of that, I figure why don't we talk about the kind of under the radar controversy that's come up here lately. You know, everyone's talking about a ban list, everyone's talking about like that kind of stuff. And like we all know that that's a hot topic, we all have our own opinions on it, but everyone's talking about that. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the regional situation. The way Bandai has at least made it look without any clarifications is that store preliminaries are going to be very, very important this season as opposed to last season where they were just kind of there. It is looking like there's going to be much fewer regionals, and you're going to have to earn an invite to those regionals by playing at your store preliminaries. Now, it's very similar to the Magic system, where you play at a preliminary Pro Tour qualifier at your local game store to get to a regional Pro Tour qualifier at like whatever big city to then get to the Pro Tour. The problem is a lot of us don't have locals or have very small locals. So I'm not expecting these regionals to be very big if they require an invite from a store preliminary. Now, you could raise the argument that this will drive an increase in attendance, get people to travel to store preliminaries a little bit further than like their city or the next city over. Like, say, we might go to Atlanta just for a store preliminary, even though it's like 5.5 hours away. The problem is these stores weren't aware of this, so they may not be able to have like ordered enough supplies when they like signed up for their store preliminary, or are just adequately able to handle more than say 25 to 40 players, or have other events scheduled that's not going to allow them to have a big, event. Like, the store we play at in Mobile can handle, 200-300 people, but most stores can't handle that. So I don't necessarily like this new model they're doing, especially when like store preliminaries are a little bit more frequent than they were last season, but to me they're not frequent enough to warrant that. And when our regional season is only like 4 months long, it's just not enough. Like, I mean, there's like Magic has multiple Pro Tours a year. They have a Pro Tour for every set, I believe, or at least that's how it used to be. We're only having one Nationals a year, and our season's only 4 months long. Like, the system doesn't make any sense. I mean, I can see what they were going for, but to me, it doesn't really seem to work. Now, I could be proven wrong, but I just don't see that being the reality. Now, it is possible that it's just a mistranslation, and by regionals invite, they meant nationals invite, which would make it just like last year, which would be great. But it's not looking that way. Multiple people have claimed to have confirmed through reliable sources with Bandai that it was not a mistranslation. That's exactly how it's going to be. So it's going to be real frustrating having to travel to these real janky store preliminaries just to try and get an invite to go to regionals. Not to mention, for those of us that travel in groups, Marcus, Trevor, and I always go to an event with a fourth. Like, say, for example, our fourth is usually Brandon. Well, what happens if Marcus and Brandon get an invite to the regional in our area, but Trevor and I don't, and Marcus and Brandon can't realistically afford to do the trip, just the two of them, because, adulting, you have bills, you have family, you can't just afford to drop hundreds of dollars on every event. When we go, we try to do it cheap. We usually end up spending less than $100 each for the weekend, including hotel, food, you name it. So what happens if only them two qualify and they can't afford to go by themselves? I'm not going to pay to go if I can't play. So that's dumb. So that like, you're just eliminating so many people from participating in something as simple as just a regional, and it seems really weird. Now, it is worth noting that us voicing our opinions about this could possibly get this changed. Look at last season with, what was it, the Nationals pricing. When Bandai first announced Nationals pricing last year, it was awful. It was garbage. Like, Why would any of us travel more than like 6 hours to go to it? Well, Bandai listened, and the next thing we knew, just enormous pricing. Like, pricing was insane. You know, we were all getting $500 for Top Cut. We were getting the metal cards, which most of us sold for several $100s. You know, Markle got several thousand for his. You know, pricing was a lot better. Bandai listens, and that's the one thing I like about this game. What I like about Bandai, they listen. So hopefully, we're vocal enough while being mature enough to catch Bandai's attention in a positive way. We don't want to be super vocal while just being negative. Like, if anyone frequents the Facebook forums, they'll know, you know, it's bad right now. Like, it's just a whole bunch of negativity, a whole bunch of complaining, a whole bunch of opinion voicing, which is fine. That's good. Everyone should voice their opinion. The problem is a lot of people don't know how to voice it in an adult manner. It just comes off as senseless complaining. And even if their opinion has merit and they can kind of get it across, the attitude they approach it with is problematic. Like, I don't agree with most of what Anthony Hernandez says, but I do agree with him when he says that when new players come in and all they see is negativity across the board, why would they want to play this game? It's not good. So we need to make sure that, you know, when we voice our concerns, are being mature about it. So hopefully we can voice some concerns about this whole regional thing, and Bandai will listen and just make it like it was last year. Last year was pretty great. I mean, attendance was really good all over the place. I think the only like low attending regionals were like Canada, like way northwest, like was it Oregon, something like that, and like some of the Midwest ones. But like all the East Coast and the California ones were amazing. Like they had huge attendance. So hopefully Bandai listens. Hopefully y'all enjoyed my senseless rambling. Marcus will have an actual deck profile for y'all Wednesday. He's going to do a new stopping power list with the new World Martial Arts Tournament Power Boosters, so hopefully y'all enjoy that. Make sure to check out the Facebook page at Gamers and Geeks Elite. We post a lot of stuff on there. Usually every Tuesday we post some sort of like fun deck. Articles are going to start just going there instead of on Patreon. We're just getting rid of Patreon altogether since we weren't charging for it to begin with anyway. We're just going to post them on the Facebook page. Just get more traffic through there. But anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe. The season's coming up, which means we're all going to be on the grind. And hopefully get some more videos and stuff out there for y'all. And some decks. So that's it for me, guys. Sorry for the rant. Hopefully y'all got something out of it, or I don't know. Shout outs to Anthony Hernandez, even though I disagree with him a lot of the time. He's still a dope dude. He's great in person. He cares a lot about the game, and a lot of people could learn a lot from that kind of mindset, even if they disagree with his actual statements. You know, you can learn a lot from his mentality. Anyway, guys, that's it. Stay elite.